Good morning, everybody. It's me, Completator. I'm actually back with a reboot slash continuation of an old video. It was called the Anti-Double Door Part 1. So, in case you guys haven't seen it, and by the way, I highly recommend that you do, I'm just going to give you guys a bit of a rundown of what this is and how it works. So, as you can see in front of me, there are 3 Prismarine blocks and 2 Sea Lanterns on the sides. As you can see, if I press this, it opens and I get access to a gag. That was really cringy. Let's close that and pretend it didn't happen. It has now closed. So, now if we change this, you'll see that this doesn't open, and this doesn't open. Let me see again, nothing. By the way, I forgot to do it just now, but had I pressed this button when all 3 of these were in Prismarine state, nothing would have happened. You're just gonna have to take my word on that. Okay, we switch. We switch. Let me turn down my volume, Jesus. So let's keep going, okay? Stone. Ah, that's a damn shame. Let's see if any of these work. No, they don't. Of course they don't. Are you kidding? Why would they work? It's stone. It's like the most boring block. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna keep on keeping on here. Ooh, diorite, polished diorite. Let's see if anything happens. Push? No. Push? No. Push? No. And push? Imagine my shock. But if we do that, there we go. Now we get gold. This, nothing. This, nothing. Do I really have to keep doing this test, or do you guys finally believe me? But yeah, let's just keep going until they're all gold. Now this is where things start getting interesting, okay? This? No, doesn't open. But this... Now this one does open, and you can check the chest, and you can, you know, do your thing there. And you can close it. The last little feature of this anti-double door is that if you open one of them when the combination is correct, when you change the combo, it closes automatically. So, that's a bit of an overview in case you guys didn't see the last video. Let's get into the guts behind it. So I'm just going to begin with the most fundamental piece of that whole thing, which was the piston feed tape. You've seen a lot of them. You've seen plenty of these things in my channel, or on my channel so far. Something preposition my channel. Now what I did with them was I had well actually each of these piston feed tapes was comprised of 2 different elements that ran together. So there was the part that you would see with the Prismarine and the gold and the diorite and the stone. But what you didn't see was that next to them was an actual memory tape. So you've seen this before. Redstone powers a repeater, powers a block, goes through feeds into a comparator. Glass doesn't happen. But what you haven't seen so far is that cauldrons and other sort of forms of storage can do different things with comparators. So a cauldron with 1 will power a comparator, causing it to push out a signal strength of 1. A halfway full cauldron sends a signal strength of 2, 3 for 3, and a redstone block of 15. So I decided to take advantage of that using cauldrons because you can push them around and stuff. So anyway, let's skip right into this element. So this is this is basically the control center that reads and interprets the redstone signals that come out of the red lines. So, red line spits out a signal, and this will read it. Now, why is it so complicated? Well, it's because it has to read 3 different outputs and have 3 different situations. So, let's actually go all the way over, not this one. Where is it? Yeah, let's go here. So, this is, these are basically combination locks. Okay, so let's just take one orange line in isolation. And here we go. So, let's say you have a signal strength of 0, no redstone signal, this torch powers, and, well, this torch unpowers and this piston unpowers. This would be the equivalent of over there of reading glass in the sort of processing line. Now let's say you read a stone, or, you know, a piece of red wool or whatever, a solid block. If I can place it. There we go. As you can see, this turns off. So this turns off. And this turns on. So this turns on. So, yes. This signal over here, a signal strength of 15, will trigger this piston. A signal strength of 0 will trigger neither of the pistons. And a signal strength of 2 will trigger only one piston, because the signal, because the redstone is not powerful enough to push into this repeater. So I decided to take that logic and just move it, apply it to 3 of the same, basically, combination locks, okay? So say you have block, 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 solid, 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 like you do now, okay? What'll happen is it will power all of these repeaters, which turn off all of these torches, so the green line turns on, but it'll also power this orange bed down here. It'll power this orange bed and unpower these torches, so this gets turned off. Now, I'm going to just now if we just cycle through a little bit more, I'll show you another one of the situations. There we go. Okay, so now we have glass, okay? Glass, no redstone, nothing here. So these power on, and this stays off. So those are 2 cases, and the third case is... Get ready for it. You can see it just around the corner, come on. And there we go. Okay. Now we have signal strengths of 2. Yeah, 2. Yeah, okay, so now we have signal strengths of 2, 2, and 2. That means that these torches turn off, and this torch turns on without powering this repeater, which would then shut it off, and then do shenanigans with this line. Cool? Cool. And by the way, these blue lines are, they're pretty simple. It's just a little bit of spaghetti redstone where, like, you push a piston, it powers an observer, which just like... Actually, I don't even need to overcomplicate it that much. Basically, the whole reason that this looks like spaghetti redstone is because I needed 3 inputs, and I wanted each input to power 2 pistons at the same time. In hindsight, I probably could have done this with target blocks, but I don't think I was very good at them at the time. Actually, I don't even know if they were out yet. Whatever, I'm not gonna bother with it. Let's move swiftly along into this chamber, where we get to the actual doors. Why is this wood here? What the hell? You have all seen something like this. You might not know that you've seen something like this, but you have. It's the building block for every single 3x3 piston door that you've seen, unless you want to get really, really fancy schmancy and power it from the top. So, you can see, it's pretty simple. I'll be honest, this is not my design, but I do not remember where I got it for the life of me. However, what I did do was I overcomplicated the hell out of it, as you can see here. So this is a tiny little T flip-flop. You push the button, it powers this redstone and unpowers this redstone torch just for long enough for the item to pass through these 2 hoppers, sorry, not to pass through the hoppers. What am I saying? Anyway, yeah, when the item is in this hopper, it'll power this comparator, which will then turn off this torch, turn this guy on, and power this whole circuit. So the twist that I put on this whole thing was, well, so first off, this needed to be a solid block. It can't be a transparent block just because of the way that this observer works over here. But, you know, we improvise, so I just switched up the design to add a sea lantern in the back of some glass just to make it look pretty. So, this little line of magenta over here will make it so that when this retracts, this redstone torch repeater powers off, which then causes this piston to retract its sea lantern. It's very simple. See? That's it. That's all it does. Now, another thing that I did was this little bit right here. So, without without this torch over here, without the green line feeding into it, you would be able to power this, you would be able to power either of these doors whenever you wanted to power the door. So it would not be conditional on the lock at all. So what I did was this. So let's say you have not satisfied the green. Okay, you have not gotten, I think it was gold, gold, gold. Yes, gold, gold, gold. So let's say you did not get triple gold in the combination lock. See, now the current will not flow through. Swiftly onwards and out of this bone cage, we have emerged on the wrong side. But, so, what the hell am I doing? So here it is all together, without the, without all the glitz and glamour that I then re-added here and here. You can see it here, pretty much bare naked. So, as you can see here, the process is actually a lot simpler than it probably seemed when you first saw it, right? Basically, the dark blue circuit here causes the red circuit to fire, which cycles the piston tapes. Then the orange circuit and the lime circuit then read those signals, okay? If the orange circuit is satisfied, then you can open this door. If the green circuit is satisfied, then you can open this door. And if neither one is satisfied, you can open, well, neither door. Also, in no way, at no point, can both of the doors be satisfied at once. Why? Well, just think about it like this, okay? In order for that to be the case, this torch would need to be on, and this torch would need to be on. So, this would need to be off, and this would need to be off, which means that you would need these pieces of redstone to be powered for this to be off, and you would need this repeater, these 3 repeaters to be off for this to be off, which just simply can't happen. But yeah, guys, this has been a very, very quick recap, demonstration, explanation, whatever you want to call it, of my anti-double door. So if you liked, then please do like, comment, share, overall feed the algorithm, subscribe if you like. I would like to hear your ideas for like, for some of my new videos, or maybe some new contraptions or builds that I could make in the future. I'd like you to leave those guys in the comments. But for now, I think my job here is done. I hope you guys enjoyed. My name has been very, very much Completator. And I'll see you guys next time.